All right, we're live. Take it. Yeah, yeah. Cool deal. What's going on? I can't even talk tonight. What is going on with that? That is super crazy. Okay, guys, this is take two. I had a big technical difficulties earlier because I was trying to use, first, I was trying to use our new camera to set up to do webcam with, and couldn't get that to work. Excuse me. And clear my throat. So I was trying to get our new camera to work. I couldn't get that to work. So then I was going to try to get the GoPro hooked up. And I got the GoPro hooked up and I thought everything was good. And then all of a sudden the stream just started. And I don't know what happened with that. So yeah, this is so far the stream has had a little bit of difficulties, but we are going to get started nonetheless. I'm glad to be live right now. And welcome everybody to the stream. YouTube, I am now live. Thank you for the update. All right. Good old water. What is going on, people? Welcome. Come on in. Come on in. We're going to get started. It's big news. Big news tonight. You know, I'm surprised I'm this calm about it, but you know, it is what it is. Oh yeah. 2 minutes in. Hopefully some more people show up in the chat. So that way we can give a little update on the channel. Channel's going through a couple changes. Nothing, well, might save it for a little bit later. But yeah, channel's going through a few changes. But yeah, we're excited about the year that we've had. This has been an awesome year. Our channel has grown, and we are very excited to see the growth in that channel. Everybody come on in. And we have just met so many people who, when we went to the 127 sale, to just, sourcing around and, meeting, whether it's local resellers or resellers if we're on like a vacation and we end up thrifting there. It's just been a huge blessing, and the sense of community has just been outstanding. And we love doing this, and it's been, it's been a hell of a year, and I'm just beyond grateful. I don't know what to say to everybody. It's like I said, it's been a huge blessing. So we we are going to continue on into 2023. So if you like seeing our content, if you like seeing me in April on YouTube, good news is we are going to continue this. So yeah, we're going to be continuing on 2023. Trying to make the content more, I guess, more us, more, not necessarily unique, but more, more, I guess, genuine to what, not that we're not genuine now, but just like, more us. And I think what I'm really trying to say is that some ideas that we've had for like, content ideas have just been like, at least for me, I've been like, almost like didn't want to bring them up because you're kind of worried if it's going to flop or fail. But I think we're past that now, because we've been doing this for like going on 2 years now, and it is it's if I get a video idea that I want to make a video for, I'm just going to go for it. And it's going to be, if it flops, it flops, but hey, it might do great. So I think moving forward is going to be something that we are, we're just really going to try to get the content out there, and it's going to be it's going to be a good time. My dogs go crazy if you can hear that in the background. My son just came up from the basement, and the dogs I guess it's good that they bark, but they he lives here. His room is in the basement, and they bark like there is a serial killer marching through the marching up the stairs every single time he comes home, but or comes up the stairs. So I'm glad that they bark in case somebody ever does come here. But yeah, it's kind of annoying sometimes. Um, all right, so I want to talk a little bit about niching down. I know that a lot of resellers out there do this. We have started the process. So I want to talk about where the direction that we're headed, and the direction that we talked about on Instagram a lot from time to time. And the direction that I'm headed, or that we're headed with the store, is through books. Now, we have been, well, April has really gotten into Back from Burnout, Mel from Australia, and just seeing the success that she's having with sourcing books and selling books, and just the it's easier, it's more streamlined, and it's once you put certain things into place, it is a I think it is a better way, or at least for us with our setup, to run our eBay business. The very first thing that I love about selling books is that most of the time books are something that's overlooked at yard sales and estate sales. Now, certain estate sales that we go to, the people that are running the estate sale, they're not giving us a deal. They're we kind of got to haggle, go back and forth, and sometimes they sell it to us for a good price, sometimes they don't. But the the books, we like that if you go to a yard sale, you can usually find them for a very, very low cost of goods. I recently, or last weekend actually, I just picked up a whole bag of books on fishing from like the 60s, 70s, 80s. They're all vintage books for $5. I got the entire, like, not really an IKEA bag, but like one of those reusable grocery totes. I got one of those for $5, and I've made 12 different listings out of it. And if all 12 of them sell, we're looking at $200 in gross sales. So we're looking at over $150 in profit just off that. So selling books is, that's the direction. I don't know if we're going to go 100% towards books. If we still see those super cool things, we're going to pick them up. But I think the days of us just sourcing what we can are behind us, and I'm really liking it. April is definitely liking it because it's a lot easier. And another point that I really like about selling books is that the space that we have in the shed just goes so much further. Because if you're not housing bigger items like plush and like electronics, like VCRs, I used to love to sell, and stuff like that, bigger items, if we're just on books, most of the store's books, we were kind of stuffed at the capacity of the shed with like 600 items in the store. And I think if we go to books, we're gonna we could double that. I think with the amount of storage space that we have, we can get anywhere from 1,200 to 1,500 listings if it's just books. So that's what I think that we are, the direction that we're going to take our eBay store down towards. And the other thing, another great thing about niching down to books is the shipping ease of it, because books are a general shape, so you can kind of buy the boxes in the general size and take it from there. And shipping books is so much easier than shipping odd shaped items. It has just been like, I threw a book in a padded bubble mailer yesterday, and it took me like all of 10 seconds. So yeah, I'm really liking how easy it is to ship books. I'm really liking how I can usually find them deals, especially like yard sales, even though we're kind of gearing more towards estate sales, because especially with books, like if someone was an avid reader and you are buying like multiple series of books, I think that's where you're gonna find your big collections is at estate sales rather than yard sales. But maybe, I mean, if you might find your yard sales out there too. Um, so if I see you got 3 people in the stream, thanks for showing up. 10 minutes in, uh, if you feel comfortable, type in the chat how your sales are doing. I think, well, it's kind of interesting. I guess overall, hey, thanks for the whoever did that. Uh, Overall, our sales are down. Now, we're still making sales every week. And that may be because of, we maybe had some higher dollar items fall off the 90-day total, but the 90-day total overall is down. But it's kind of leveled out at, I'm guessing it's leveled out at an area where, we're comfortable with it, and we're just trying to, I don't know if I think hopefully we get back up to where we used to be, maybe going into, fourth quarter and getting that type of sales coming up, approaching the holidays, we'll be able to do that. But I'm just curious because I've heard kind of, from other resellers on YouTube that, overall their sales are down, because I know that there's a lot of uncertainty with the economy. I don't think consumerism is going on as much as it used to. And, so I'm just curious. So if you want to drop it in the chat, please do so. And yeah, we'll, that's where we're at. But I will say another thing that might be affecting our sales is that, well, I don't know if it's affecting the sales. So we have been going through, and in an effort just to get rid of stuff that's not selling, I think we've had 2 yard sales recently, and we've been basically just trying to get rid of inventory just to get it out. And uh, earlier in the summer, we had the 2 yard sales, and a lot of the stuff that was listed on eBay. So we take it down. So like our I think we were around 700 listings, now we're around 600, and we get up maybe like around 620, and then we sell some stuff, and we take some, and we find more stuff that we just are tired of it sitting in the eBay store for over a year. So April has taken down a lot of plush. She's taken down a lot of clothes, and she's taken some clothes to our antique booth that we have set up. All right, we got a comment. Marcus Driscoll says, "Oh, yours is down as well." Thanks for sharing that, Marcus. Yeah, I don't think it's I don't think you're alone, or that I'm alone in it. I think it's something that's going on overall. However, I think it's marginally proportional. So like if you're doing, say if you have a higher 90-day total, like 10,000 plus, I think it's not going to be as much. But for us, we've slipped pretty far down, and it's kind of disheartening to look. But I also like to pick myself up, is look at the sales you're making per week. So we are, we're getting offers in on items. We are making sales on items every week. So it's not like everything has come to like a roaring halt. I know, like for example, I saw on Rally Roots' one of their videos several weeks back. They said they had a whole day where they didn't sell anything. And like for me, like our smaller eBay store, that's not that's kind of not something that's not uncommon. We have several days during the week where we might not make a sale, but for them, the level that they're at, they're constantly doing everything as far having thousands of items on eBay. They said that they had a day that they didn't make a sale, and that was kind of a rare occasion for them. So Pickle wants to know if I quit. Come on, man. I gotta get through some talking points before I just drop. Hang on, I got a pop-up. Okay, let me dismiss this. Yeah, Pickle, we're doing well, bud. Hope y'all doing well too. We're just talking, like, I guess talking about sales are kind of have been slow and have been down, but I just wanted to address that. I don't think it's I think it's kind of universal right now. Like I was saying, is with the economy, and I don't think a lot of people are buying as much as they used to. But hopefully, going into the holidays, that'll start to pick up. So I talked about this a little bit on Instagram. We are pretty much done sourcing at yard sales this year, and I say pretty much. There's a slight chance that we might go to yard sale, but Pickle says his sales are up and down because schedule not allowing me to list consistent. Yeah, that's a big one too. We're having, we right now with our family, we're having some challenges where we can have time. School has started back up for because school has started back up for our youngest son, and he goes 2 days a week. So when he's at school, we have time to list, and then when he's not at school, it's kind of a little bit more difficult, to try to get listings done when when you have to pay attention to a 6-year-old. So, and that's just one of the things. So I really I keep reminding myself, like, hey, you've got to put systems in place so you can list every day. But the reality of it is that I've fallen short on that, and I'm trying to get 1% better each day on everything. So maybe I'll get to that point where I'll be able to, put some systems in place where I can, consistently list. But we try to make up for it. Like the other day, I think I hadn't listed anything in like 4 days, and I got I listed. I think I listed 18 things, and I listed 9 that day, and then I saved 9 drafts to post the next day. So at least I got 2 days out of that. Pickle says 3-year-old grandson and chasing him, but don't have the energy. Yeah. That kids have so much energy, and like especially like towards the end of the day, my energy just I'm drained. So, but yeah, it's September now. We're still seeing yard sales. Our Saturdays coming up are pretty much booked because of marching band competitions. So our oldest son Reagan is in marching band, and we have their first competition coming up this Saturday. And I know that like was it it's Kevin's Uncle Mark's yard sale is a big thing, and we thought about going to that, but we need to we want to be there for our son to support him and his school's marching band. So we will be out on the field, and whether it's hot or cold, I don't know. It's that time of the year where it's cold in the mornings and then gets hot during the day. But yeah, we are going to be about an hour away from home at a marching band competition. Pretty much throughout the rest of the warmer fall. And I think by the time all that gets over, yard sales are just going to be a thing of the past, or are going to be pretty much done. And we still like going to estate sales on Sundays. We like doing that. Sometimes we get a lot of items. Sometimes we get a little bit of items. But yes, Sundays is usually half price day on like $30 or less at this one estate sale that we go to. So we really liking the Sunday estate sales. So let me know in the comments, what is your strategy if you go to estate sales? What is your strategy? Because for us, we it's kind of like, you don't know. If you don't know it, it won't hurt you, because like some people go and they go on Saturday and they go in, you have first dibs at everything, but you're going to pay a higher price. And then I guess depending on the item, you can pay up and still make a profit. But for us, it's I like the I like the less stress, like the more laid back feel of Sunday being 50% off, because that it's gonna be half price day when you walk in, and then stuff might be gone, but hey, you didn't know what stuff was there to begin with. So but let me know down in the comments what y'all think. Do you try to just, if you go to estate sales, do you try to go in at the very beginning and get stuff, try to be an early bird picker, or are you just kind of like you get what we get? Because we started doing that because we saw Dominic, Primetime Treasure Hunter. He goes to a lot of estate sales up in New York State, and he's always doing videos like the last hour of the last day of the estate sale, seeing which you can get deals. And although we don't we're waiting on the day when we can fill up a box full of stuff and get and pay $20 for it like he does sometimes. That would be awesome, but we we have yet to have that happen. to us. But yeah, it's I really we really like the I like the more laid back feel of going in on Sunday, and you don't even have to show up at the beginning if you don't want to. It's just it's kind of like a I just like that. I like doing that on Sundays for estate sales. Marcus asks, how long have you been reselling? So Marcus, April started reselling first, and she has been reselling for over 2 years. And she kind of drug me along for maybe 4 months, and then like I started like, okay, I need to like start learning this, because I'll tell you the story about the first item that I sold, and it was the first time I sold it kind of got me hooked. She was telling me about reselling, and she was telling me about how she can find items for a little bit of money and sell them for more money. And I think she showed me, it was like one of the very first Rally Roots videos I watched, and they were doing t-shirts. And I was like, well, golly, if these old t-shirts are going for like $100+, I wonder what the t-shirt that I have down in the basement could go for. And I don't know if any of y'all are video game people, but I was a huge Halo fan back when. Um, hey, hey, Roll Squirrel, thanks for tuning into the stream. But I was a big Halo fan back when I was a teenager and up into my early 20s. And I bought it was like a Halo Zanzibar long sleeve shirt, and I never wore it. I bought it offline and I kept it in the package, and it's kind of like it was just like a collector item for me. And then we put it on eBay, and somebody bought it for $100, and it was just been sitting down in my basement for God knows how long, years at that point. So it's been, it's been it's been something that we're always developing. We're always going on this journey. I really like doing this. This is something that I plan on doing for, probably forever. But yeah, that's how long. That's a long way to answer Marcus's question of how long we've been reselling. April's been reselling for 2 to 3 years. I've been reselling for just at 2, I think now. And she does it full time, and that brings us to whether or not I'm going to do it full time. So let me catch up on the comments real quick. So Picker Reseller says, depends if you need inventory. I say go first. Like me, I have so much stuff. see what's overlooked. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just done, like, I don't know. April's competitive, and I can be competitive, but I'm not going to, fumble over people at an estate sale for stuff, especially, for stuff. But I don't know. We like going on Sundays. All right. So, I'm going to give you a little bit of background first. So since 2013, so 9 years, what I do, for what I can tell you, I work in nuclear power. That's what my day job has been. And it's not a typical day job. It is 100% travel. I have been traveling since 2013 doing my job, and I travel anywhere. Well, I started out traveling about 3 months a year, and then as I started getting more experience and getting more seniority in my group, I basically, my traveling doubled, and I was staying gone like 7 months, sometimes 8 months a year. I'd be away from home and away from my family, and it was really good because I was making the money, I was covering the bills. We were able to, afford things that we've never been able to afford before. But the downside of that is that the family life, my family life, has suffered, and that has been something that I've been, drastically trying to change over the last year. Um, it's a very it's been a very rewarding career. I love what I do. I really do. The guys and girls that I work with, they are, top notch with, their craftsmanship. And I've really enjoyed that. But, it's, I'm reminded of the quote from Young Guns when he's like, "You got to test yourself, right?" So I started actually, having a couple mental health issues and dealing with being, dealing with alcoholism and, a couple other things that I've had to overcome within the past year, over a year sober now. So the the test for me was, am I really happy with doing this? And even though one part of me was, another part of me wasn't. So um, I was kind of at, an area of where I was going to, figure out what my next path is when we discovered reselling. And reselling has been a way to really, not only has it given us a lot of joy, and we really love what we're doing. And never in my life I thought, well, we would have a YouTube channel about anything, much less about reselling. But I really like how it alleviates some of the, it alleviates a little bit of financial strain. Not, maybe strain is not the right word, but you kind of get what I'm saying. It's like it's another source of income, and I really like this source of income. I really like waking up in the morning and finding out that I made a sale, even if it's like $10 or $20, however much it is. I really like it. So um, I started branching out. I started putting my resume out there, and I started, trying to find something else that would allow me to, do, have a better family life. So to to answer the question, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to mislead anybody with the clickbait. No, no, I did quit my job. I really did. I quit my job as a refuel technicians, and I am working for a different group now, doing something still in the industry, but I'm doing inspections. And basically, this job is something that I had to kind of really, I had to really kind of really push myself to go after, because I guess I just thought that, I'd never get it, but I did, and I'm so happy that it's worked out. So uh, I'm still traveling. I do not have to travel near as much. I am I am got maybe 3 months a year instead of like 7 or 8. So that's great for me. So still going to travel, but another thing with this new job is that I've got vacation that I can take now, because I never got vacation before in my old job. And what that means is that we now have the ability to, you know, try to do more with YouTube, with the channel, and with reselling. Like, we went to 127, and 127 was amazing. We met so many people. It was a great time. And I want to start doing more of that every year with the new thing. So, and I'm guilty of this. I'm very long winded when I talk. So I'm going to recap. I did quit my job. I'm still working in the same industry, but for a different department, and I don't have to travel as much, and I am not going full time yet. I'm just going to put it that way. Yet, we'll see. Marcus says congrats. Oh, thanks, Marcus. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, dealing with stuff last year was a big struggle, but we were able to overcome it. So yeah. And Pickle says, sounds like it's better. It is so much better for me. I really, really am a lot happier. And PSA, if you're not happy, or if you don't even, I guess with me, I didn't even consider my happiness when it was, what I was doing for work. It was, my job is to work, and this is how I make money. And I wasn't really considering whether or not I was happy or not. So, if you're in that situation, I want you to take 5-10 minutes, just sit down and think about, are you happy? And you can take it from there. So, but yeah, that's that's where we're at. And we are, yeah, we're moving forward. We're really, 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 like I said, like I said at the beginning of the video, we're ecstatic that we've had a lot of growth this year, and we're hoping to grow throughout the rest of this year and on into 2023. So looking forward to, meeting a lot of people like Roll Squirrel. I don't know if you're still in here, but maybe we'll run into you one day. You said you saw me on Jimmy's Instagram. Yeah, I met Jimmy and I met Ken at 127, and I've seen you in Ken's videos. I think you're out in Colorado too as well, I believe. And I've never been out to Colorado, but I hear it's beautiful out there. Never been farthest west I've been has been Missouri. So, but yeah. So having said that, the way the content might change is April is going to be making some videos here. And then I am going to be doing my best to make videos and edit videos on my iPhone when I go out to different places. So the first place I'm traveling to is Arkansas. And I am going to link up with a YouTuber who does have a channel. Should I tell it? Should I tell who it is? I don't know. No. I hit him up on Instagram. I was like, hey man, this is where I'm going to be at in Arkansas. I know you're from Arkansas. Do you want to meet up and maybe do some content? And he said, yeah, he would like to do that. So yeah, if it's I'll go ahead and say it's Arkansas Picker. So hopefully me and Spazzy W. So if you don't subscribe to Arkansas Picker, check him out. He's on YouTube. He finds some pretty obscure stuff. He's really into video games. So if you like video game type content, he's your guy. He's very entertaining. He's a lot more entertaining than me. And hopefully we can, my work schedule will allow, I can meet up with him one day and maybe do some thrifting or yard sales or something like that. So, and then I have another job. Further out in November in South Carolina. So I might throw it out on Instagram when the time comes. If you're in South Carolina, maybe we can do like a meetup or something like that. If you know of any channels in the area that I'm going to be at. So yeah. 30 minutes. Wow. I've completely destroyed all my talking points in half an hour. Hey, Dave. Harold Tornado is in SC. Yeah. Yeah, Dave. I don't think he's in more western South Carolina. I don't think it's going to be close to where I'm going to be at. I'm going to be in like Florence area. Just knock on his door. You got his address? Just shoot it to me on Instagram. Or go to the flea market with tons of shoes and try to sell it to him. Oh, you're in Florence, South Carolina today. Cool. Florence has a Buc-ee's? Seriously? Oh, dude, don't tell me that. I'm going to spend way too much money. I did not know Florence had a Buc-ee's. Oh, man. Oh, crap. Guys, if Dave has really, really done like probably dozens of dollars in Buc-ee's, advertisement with what he gives away on whatnot, and also what he says on Dave was at Buc-ee's today. Buc-ee's is awesome. I wish we had one here. Buc-ee's is amazing. The first time I ever went in one is last November. We were driving down to Disney World, and it was the one right off 95 when you come into Florida. I forget. I think around Jacksonville maybe, but that was the first time I did a Buc-ee's, and I took my GoPro in and filmed it. Dave's part owner by now. St. Augustine. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I put the content up on humble brag. I have a travel YouTube channel. It's a Knick-Knack Travel Hack, and we do some travel videos. And I did a couple on Disney, and we do a couple camping videos and stuff too. But It's the first one in Florida. Okay, yeah, St. Augustine. Yeah, that one was good. I mean, that was the first time I had the brisket sandwich. The brisket sandwich there is really good. So yeah. Speaking of Disney, and hopefully more than just me and Dave appreciate this, but like the D23 announcements were pretty cool. Like I'm kind of excited for, a lot of the stuff that's going up at Disney World. Brisket taco is the hotness. I haven't had the brisket taco. I've had just the brisket sandwich. I had the brisket sandwich, and then like because they're what, like $8-9, and like you get them off the thing, and you're like, oh, this is like $8-9, but then it hits you like how big this thing is. Like when you're in your car trying to drive 80 miles an hour trying to munch on this brisket sandwich. Dave says just rode the new Guardians coaster a few weeks back. Oh man, Cosmic Rewind. Which song did you get? I love how it's just me and Dave. Oh man. Yeah, I am a huge, for those. The bathroom was clean. Yeah, yeah. Those bathrooms, like my favorite thing about Bucky's though, Piqua, when you when you walk into the hallway when you go through the Bucky's, I love how there's just art for like $395 just hanging all over the wall at Bucky's. That's you know what I need? I need a brisket sandwich and I need this, one-time original painting of a horse for $400. That's what I need. He said okay, Dave said he read it twice. And then Dave said that's where he gets all his art. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Art is good. Art is good. Um, yeah, it's the I listen. There's I was listening to what my podcast. Well, not my podcast. I listened to a Disney podcast, Addicted to the Mouse, and I've been listening to it for probably 2.5 years now, and they were talking about all the announcements on D23. It's a great podcast, and podcasts are pretty much all I listen to now. I've just been, I don't know, I'm addicted to podcasts, all of them. So I've been, you know, I just love podcasts. What can I say? I discovered them like 3 years ago, and I've just been listening my way to different areas of it. Oh, I got an offer. $41. So we were out in Myrtle Beach a couple weeks ago. No, you cannot see that. Why am I even trying to tell you? Um, it's Shag Music CDs. We went to a church rummage sale, and I got 15 used CDs of all like beach music, shag music, like stuff, and I put them all in a big lot, and I listed them for $55. And I got like 3 watchers on them, and someone just offered 41. I got like $7 into the lot. I don't know if I should take it. I might sit on that for a little bit. April and I always disagree on what to do with offers, because like she'll get an offer, we'll get an offer. I'm like, okay, sell, and she's like, no, we'll just wait. It might sell for full prices. Sometimes it does though. It works with the algorithm. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, Pickle. It is pretty freaking big. Like I don't even think you can call it a gas station. I mean, it's how long they've been one on. How long's the listing been on Piqua? I just listed it like 2 days ago. It's less than 3 days old. Actually, I think no, I take that back. I listed it yesterday. I mean, I don't know. The thing of it is that there was nothing. Yeah, the CDs. Yeah, I listed them yesterday. I couldn't find shag music. Like, I mean, it's like shag music, or beach music, about shag, with shag dancing and stuff like that. That's something that my in-laws do. That they like to go down to Myrtle Beach and during Shag Fest and do that. Wait to send back another. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait. I sent out. I don't know. I sent out like one offer, but it was like not as it was definitely not as low as that. So I don't know what I'll do. But yeah, I couldn't find anything on beach music, shag music as far as like comp. So I just kind of created my own listing and went from there. And shag sales decent. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it's since Myrtle Beach was like the birthplace of it. It was I was just looking through the CDs and I was like, oh, shag music, shag, and I was like, what? And they only wanted like 50 cents. It was like 50 cents a CD. So I think I paid it was like $7, maybe five. They might have given me a discount for five, but I took basically I went through the entire box of CD and grabbed every shag CD that they had. So it's been I'm hoping I think it'll sell. I mean, you got some good titles in there. Like two of them, two CDs were even a new seal. They haven't been opened yet. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah. Dave, if you're still here, I don't know if you were here at the beginning of the stream, but we were kind of weighing in on like sales. And for us, overall sales have been down, but we're still making consistent sales each week. So I think it'd be interesting to hear from someone that has a bigger store than us of how your sales are doing as far as that. You're making me thirsty. um, I thought I was I was really tired today. I got up. Dave says I sell stuff sometimes. Yeah. Well, that's good. I mean, except when I don't. I just, I'm not looking for, I don't want, obviously don't want to get too personal and or specifics or anything. I just want to know if you've seen, like, do you think it's overall for eBay sellers, just sales are down right now? Is that like a trend that you think you're seeing? Or, if that's, Dave doesn't really sell it. At least what I hear from the podcast. I don't know. He sells a lot of DVDs, and I watch his I watch the Flipper channel, and see he's but his cat makes me nervous. His cat on the little step stool that he has. Dave, your cat makes me nervous because I think she's gonna fall off at any second. Okay, so with school in, it's picked up. Okay, I can see that. People going back to school, they need certain things. Yeah, I can kind of see that. Yeah. So what is new what is like the next thing? Like what's like are y'all listing Christmas yet? We've dusted out a lot. Every time Dave's on that line, I'm just waiting for him to fall. That would be very, very bad. $5 for shipping on top. Oh man. Um and I have Hazel is a ninja. She does not fall. Hazel, that's the cat's name. I couldn't remember the cat's name. I know you've said it multiple times on the Flipper channel. I just couldn't remember what it was. But yeah, like we made a trip to the booth, and the booth's not doing great. This past month we broke even. We made $3, and then the month before that we owed money, and I forget how much it was. It was more than $3 than what we owed. But I don't know. I don't know. From what I'm seeing, it's down, and at least with the booth. But hopefully, we took some Halloween stuff there. We took some fall stuff there. Hopefully that'll sell, and we just hope that we've got some. We're starting to break out the Christmas stuff to kind of get that listed and everything too. And it's is that what the next thing is for this year? Is that the seems like a lot of resellers are getting away from booths. Yeah. April and I like the booth. We have two now, and they've been going great up until like 2 months ago. So we really like it. I kind of look at it as I kind of look at the booth as like a storage unit that makes you money. So it's like if you buy stuff but to be honest, it's like I, I don't know how April feels about this, but we used to do a lot of furniture. That was kind of like what like our most popular video was on a wrought iron furniture piece that we redid, and flipping furniture. And I don't know. It's like I think we have like 4 or 5 pieces of furniture in the house right now. Like there's like a vintage mid-century table and chairs just sitting in my basement right now that's listed on Facebook Marketplace, and we've got like no bites on it. So I don't even know if furniture is the way to go anymore, guys. I mean, like we so far the only thing that's really working out for us right now is niching down to books and doing that. So because Dave, didn't you say in this week's episode of Trash to Cash that you don't see you were talking with Rake and Profit about books. It's with we're not. I mean, I'm not a very knowledgeable bookseller. Do you find it hard to make entertaining book content? Yeah, I mean, to be honest, most of the book content that we've made has just been shorts. It's been like a few shorts that we put on. I think April might have made a few TikToks, but the with books, I don't know. It's like I think that I don't do it the best way because I'm not really social media savvy. Uh, I before we even started the YouTube channel, I deactivated my Facebook account because I just was tired of all the negativity on Facebook, and I kind of got away from social media. So when we started the YouTube channel, that was kind of like me jumping back in as far as that, and I do Instagram, but I just put all my what souls on my stories. So I don't know if I think you can do it because I mean, Back from Burnout, Mel does a great job. But I found her book content very entertaining and informative, and I think if we could kind of get a long-term system with that. So Davey, I think you were talking to Rake and Profit about during the podcast this week about book sales and how that's something that I think you said like you don't see the value in it as far as like sourcing books. And when I heard that, like I mean, just for example, I bought at a yard sale on Saturday. I bought a not an IKEA bag, but like a regular reusable grocery bag full of fishing books from like the 70s and the 80s. Paid $5 for the whole bag, and I'm going to list the bag. Oh, you don't see the entertainment value. Oh, okay. So you're not talking about like okay. So you're saying you don't see the value as far as like not reselling value, but just as the as making content. That's what that comment was stemming from. Okay, so I might have misunderstood that, which is fair because I probably had 16 other things I was doing at the same time while I was listening. Scanning books. Yeah, I mean, I don't. To be honest, I don't really scan. I mean, I scan a couple, but books are boring videos. Yeah, I mean, I think if you do it right, you've got to find a way to keep to break it up. You can't just go through and scan stuff. You've got to you're definitely going to have to break it up. Like I don't know. I think Kayla used to do it, but I don't know if she still does it. But like even like in her yard sale video, she'd go through and she'd find something, then she would like jump back to her in her office talking about like it's already sold. So I think if you did something along those lines, it might work. But as far as I don't know. I think you'd have to do. I think you'd have to do like a funtage or like a fun montage with like pop upbeat music in the background. I sometimes make boring videos looking through hundreds of records too. They are similar. Yeah. I don't know. Records. I don't know. Records are something that I don't usually. I don't know. I think it was one time I looked at records and I spent like 20 minutes at this thing of records at this estate sale just looking, and confident. It's like, oh, it's a $3 record, it's a $2 record, and it's just, and I don't know. I think records are something you have to buy in bulk, um, and you have to be it's something that you just have to kind of like buy in bulk and then flip in bulk. But the records, I'm not a big fan of records. I've never. April has sourced them because she at the 127 sale she found I think 5 or 6 Olivia Newton-John records, and they did good. And that was actually right before she passed away. So I think that might have had a little bit to do with why they sold, but because you never list them. Dave doesn't list the records, just like he doesn't list his blow molds that people want. I have a collection of everything because I haven't listed. Yeah. Yeah, that's a. I mean, we're my goal. They didn't want to buy some blow mold. we have they're not big. They're like a candle, but they're only about this tall, maybe a foot, 18 inches. We've got 2 of those that we're going to take to our booth once the after Halloween is done. But we haven't found the blow molds. I forget who it was, but it was somebody like they saw them like wheeling out a cart at the Goodwill last Christmas, and they was like, "Hey, I'll take all those." I have blow molds, but you have Cincinnati picker to push them off on. See, that's the thing. I am completely guilty of this. Like, I, I get excited, and sometimes I can be impulsive, like with, like what I do as far as like I'll see somebody pick a blow mold, for example, and that would be something that just sticks in my mind. And like when I found, like, okay, cool, it's a blow mold. It's like, is it? I'm not. I'm caught up in the excitement. I know that there's value, but at the time, it's like I don't really research how much value is there, and I definitely don't have the foresight to think of now I have to ship this thing. That's like uh, last year, prime example. I saw Kevin buy skis, and I was like, okay, cool. So we went to it wasn't even a chain thrift store. It was like a mom and pop thrift store that was run by about an hour away from us, and they had a set of skis, and they had like this cool '80s USA flag thing on them, and they had them like $5. And I was like, okay, cool, yeah, we're gonna make, and they did sell. I think we sold for like $70, but we had to box them up and ship them, and like I didn't have enough boxes to Frankenbox. I ended up having to go to UPS and buy a box that like a telescoping box for skis, and the box was like, oh god, the box was like what, 18 $22 or something like that. It was outrageous for a box, like from what you're used to, what we're used to paying for boxes. And I was like, oh man, this is like, it cut way down into the profit. I think we only might have made 25-30 bucks off of it, but I don't know, it's I guess it's like a cute. I've kind of learned to kind of like, I'm not. I'm just using dealing with Dalton for example, because I've seen like in Harry Tornado where he just goes into a store and looks at shoes. That's the only thing he does. That's his niche. And I'm not as far as like niche down as that, but at the same time, I'm not going. There's so much stuff that I'm just gonna not even look at. Like clothes. I like Pickle Riso says I hate blow mold. I kind of hate clothes. Like I don't like shopping for them. I don't like. I don't. Like I don't see how people can just go down a whole row at the Goodwill and just look for single stitch, just hanger by hanger, like shirt by shirt, and just look for that stuff. I don't have the patience for it. So yeah, but yeah, that's I don't know. It's it's interesting how, I mean, I guess I don't know if it's like preference or you kind of Pickle says I hate closing. Yeah, dude, I think I've had one good clothing sale in my career as a reseller, and that I picked it up for $4 at the Goodwill. It was a vintage, brightly colored Wrangler cowboy shirt. It was like, and I think it sold for 40. So did 10 times, but I mean it was okay. But I don't know, just clothes does. I don't know. I just don't like clothes. All right. Marcus says, have a box of 2 of Habit. Okay. Hey, Jen and Brandon, what's going on, guys? What's the big announcement? Sorry, I missed the start. It's okay. It's okay. I'll give you a rundown. So, I was kind of teasing. I was kind of being clickbaity, whether or not I was going to quit my job and be a full time reseller. And the news is I did quit my job, but I'm not going to be a full time reseller. So I quit I'm still working in nuclear power is the industry that I work in. I quit my part-time. Well, when I say part-time, it's 100% travel job. So I was traveling like 7-8 months a year, which is why last year there was huge gaps in content creation in the on the channel. So thanks. I appreciate it. So I'm still working for the same company. I'm working for a different department, and I still will have to travel, but it's not going to be for as long a stint. So instead of like 8 months a year, I'm going to be traveling more around 3 months a year. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to, when I travel, I'm going to try to make content on my phone and do like, I'm in this city and this is what I found and this is what I can bring back, sourcing. And then April's going to carry on here with everything with the channel. So, yeah. Hey, so guys, if you're still there, it's subscribe to CVA Thrifts and check them out. They're coming up, man. Y'all have grown a lot. Y'all have like exploded. Like I'm very impressed at the rate that y'all have grown. It's great to see that. So yeah. And I hope y'all have found some good stuff. Let's see what else we talk about. Me and Dave talked about Disney for a little bit, and then we're pretty much talk about kind of how we thought. Sales are kind of down, and overall still making sales, but sales for us is kind of down overall, and we're niching down to books, like maybe not 100%, but I think we're going to go about 75% there. So yeah, but thanks for coming into the stream. I really appreciate it. I hope y'all are doing well. Hope y'all have has found some good finds. I've been trying to keep up with everybody, but since I made the switch and started this new position, it's been a lot more demanding on my time, and just trying to still keep up with YouTube, Instagram, reselling while making the transition. So it's been a little bit of a challenge, but it's going great. I'm really liking where I'm at. All right. Well, everybody, I just want to say thank you to everybody that came into the stream. This is, props to you. I can barely teach and do it. Yeah, teaching's, man, my hat goes off to you if you're a teacher, man. It's not easy in this day and age. I don't think God didn't give me the patience for it. So, but yeah, my hat's off to you, buddy, for doing that. So thank you for what you do. But yeah, everybody, I think we're going to wrap it up because we're right at an hour, and I didn't really know how long this was going to go. But yeah, thanks for coming by. Hey, sunny Las Vegas coming in at the very end. What's going on, man? Thanks for checking out the stream. But yeah, it's been it's been a great year so far for Reseller. We're not done yet. We're not going anywhere. We're really we're really trying to continue this on. And thanks for everybody that seen Dave's Instagram story and jumped. Oh, Dave put me on Instagram. I didn't even notice that. Well, thanks, Dave. See, that's what I miss out so much stuff. I got to see this. What did Dave say? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that on the awful webcam on the laptop. Thanks, Dave. I appreciate it. Yeah, the I had technical difficulties. The first stream lasted like 16 seconds. I don't know what happened. It just automatically started at 7:30, and then I had to like redo it. So there's like Chef Days is the bestest. Yeah. I love how he on Carrie's stream last night, he was like, okay, guys, I've got recipe A, B, and C. I need you to vote on which, and then he didn't, I guess he's doing the, what is the Topanga pudding? Is that what it was? Topanga? Tapioca? Tapioca Topanga? No, Topanga's off of that show from the 90s. Yeah, tapioca. Is that what he was doing? And I was like, I voted for cheesecake because the answer is always cheesecake, but I guess he didn't hear that. So love tapioca. Yeah, it's not my favorite. I'll just say it's not my favorite, but it will do in a pinch. I don't have anything against tapioca. How's everything going out in Vegas, Sonny? I see, it's I think that well, y'all's, I mean, the weather out there is, y'all's got to have extended yard sale season, don't you? I mean, it's starting to get chilly. It was like 57 degrees this morning when I went to work. So it's definitely getting a little chilly up here in Virginia. Weather is cooling down. Garage sales are coming. Okay, well, that's good. That's good. So like they just make the transition like just straight up from yard sales to garage sales, and like you just walk in. But I forgot Vegas is in the desert, so it probably gets cold there at night, doesn't it? That's what I'm. That's the thing. I've lived in Virginia my whole life, so I'm not very versed with other areas' climates. And my parents and my sister have been out to Vegas several times, but I have not. I've never been to Vegas. I don't have anything against Vegas, but it's never worked out. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should plan a trip. Me and April should just plan a trip without the kids and go to Vegas. The only thing is Vegas, like I don't know, I'm not a gambler. I don't have the urge at all to gamble. I'm not a drinker. I'm not a partier, and so I think there's still stuff like I would like to go see some shows. I go see some shows, and maybe hit a buffet. I think that'd be good to do. But also, that they got like a skyline. It's like you fly like Superman, and like you go like off the top of a building, you go like through the tunnel with all the lights down to another building. I would want to do that. Like I hear it's like $100 and some to do it, but I'd want to do that. That looks wicked cool. That looks awesome. So yeah. All right, everybody. Like I said, thank you all for tuning into the stream. This should hope this clears up some stuff, but we're hoping that this change with my day job will be better for the YouTube channel, and we'll be able to put out more consistent content. So thank you all for tuning in, and we will see y'all later. Check us out on Instagram. Shoot me a message. See y'all.